Good evening, everyone. I'm Mike Bryant. This is my first time at the soiree, and this has just been great. I've been asked to introduce our next speaker, whom I've known for quite some time. Many of you may have heard FAers with this quote, "FA does not define me." You've probably heard that a lot from FAers. Well, that's true of Kyle. FA does not define him. All of his accomplishments define him. He's a university graduate. He graduated with an engineering degree after 5 years. He couldn't do it in 4. And after a couple of years of working in engineering, he decided that it wasn't for him and he wanted to ride his bike for a living. So that's what he's done for the last 15 years or so. He is the founder and the director of the Ride Ataxia program through FARA. And over the last 10 or 12 years, they've raised over $10 million through that program. And I think just as importantly, the program has brought together thousands of people who otherwise would never have known about Friedreich's ataxia. And it's brought together the whole FA community in a lot of different ways. And I think that's one of his greatest accomplishments. He's excuse me. He's my hero, and I know that he's an inspiration to many of the FAers, and he's also a great symbol of hope for a lot of the families and the caregivers out there. His motto, which his mother hates, is, "It's not supposed to be easy." And that kind of defines a lot of his physical challenges that he's decided to overtake during the years. As an example, the notes I have for this speech are on the back of my vaccination card so that I can go to India to cycle with Kyle to the highest paved road in the world. – 19,000 feet. So Friedreich's ataxia does not define Kyle, but I think it explains a lot of things. I think it's brought out the best in him, and I'm very proud to be able to introduce him as my son, Kyle Bryant.
All right, does anyone else need to wipe the tears from their eyes over that one? Thank you, Dad. That was wonderful. I'm so proud. That introduction makes me really proud because we all know that many of the things about who we are from our parents, and I'm so proud of that. So thank you, Dad. And I've got to tell you that I'm fired up lately. Like, beyond fired up that I've ever been before. And it's because of all of you. It's because of the momentum of the FA community. Not only in research and drug development, yeah, that momentum is going like crazy right now. But also just people understanding that supporting each other is what makes this community and what moves us all forward. This event is a prime example of that. It's all of us coming together, incredible details that the Gehrs have thought of, and bringing everyone together to support each other and to support treatments and a cure for FA. So thank you so much to the Gehr family, the delightful Gehr family, for putting all of this together. I also do have to compliment Michael's speech. How incredibly powerful was that? Thank you so much, Michael. Contributions to the FA community come in all shapes and sizes. And as my dad said, on June 21st, we're leaving the US to go to India. We're gonna ride 200 miles from 11,000 feet up to 19,000 feet. And some people would say, like, I've gotten this question a lot, I feel like. Why would you do that? Why do you need to go to the top of the highest paved road in the world? And a lot of it is personal. I want to be at the top of the highest paved road knowing that I got there under my own power. I want that for me. But also, this is how I contribute to the FA community. I love cycling. I love cycling probably more than anything in my life. And to be able to say to myself that I can use that to benefit the FA community, to get us all closer to the cure for FA. I'm really, really excited about that. But, you know, the thing that gets me really fired up is seeing people in the community realize their value and realize that they can make an impact. It doesn't have to be cycling. You don't have to ride a trike or a bike to contribute to the momentum of the community. It's playing music, right? How much money did we raise tonight? Let's hear it for all the incredible progress we made. So it's playing music, it's participating in clinical trials, making our voices heard on Capitol Hill and wherever it needs to be heard. And it's reaching out to each other and supporting each other through this incredibly difficult journey. But it's so rewarding when we can support each other and realize our power to affect everybody in the community and move us all forward. So thank you for getting me fired up, and thank you to the Gehr family for getting everyone together and getting us all closer to treatments and a cure for FA. Thank you so much.
So I'm not in your program because this is a surprise. Oh, no, it's not. You've been here before. So when you have a child with FA, step back. When we think of our lives, for those of us who don't have FA, I think we would like to think of them as a nice, smooth airplane ride. You're going down the runway and you take off when you're bored, and you start to rise. And you get higher and higher, and it's a controlled, and it's better and better. And then you get to a cruising altitude. And everything's going, and you get a job, and you have a family, or whatever you choose to do with your life, you do it. And then if our dreams are met, we retire, we get to spend more time with family, and slowly, you know, we're coming in for a landing. And if everything goes the way we would dream it would go. We would come into that smooth landing, and we would pass away, and our family would remember all the times that we had, and that would be the way that we would envision our lives going. For a parent to watch a child with Friedreich's ataxia, it's more like watching somebody shot out of a cannon. And your child is at first rising and rising, and you think this is great. You love the child more than you loved anything in your life, and this is wonderful. But then something's off, and you begin to detect this arc that you did not expect. And you go to doctors, and you find this, and you learn this, and so forth. And finally, you realize your child is now starting to fall, and you don't know what to do. And you're trying to figure this out, and the child is struggling, and you're struggling. And what you want is somebody to throw your child a lifeline. Get this child some help. And so now, through FARA, we have an organization that has put together the basic research to find these technologies that have the potential to bring our kids, to help our kids with this as they begin to fall in the arc. We're looking at, between FARA and FA research labs, which are here tonight, and pharmaceutical companies, which are here tonight, they're looking at wingsuits and parachutes and all different ways of helping our kids catch a lift and join us on the airplane. And we will get there. This is the part of the evening. Okay, there's still wine over there. I was going to say the silent auction is closed. There's still wine, so please buy some more wine. I'm not sure if there's any jewelry left. This is the part of the evening where we simply ask for a donation. We're not going to give you a silent auction item or a jewelry pull or anything else like that. We would ask that we've got a few more songs before we announce our results. If you have anything left in your wallets, please pull them out. Michael mentioned that at the beginning of the night, we were at $390,000. Our goal in 2024 was $424,000. We are within sight of that goal. So if you have anything left to give, please give, and enjoy these next three songs before we announce our results. And thank you all for coming tonight. We appreciate you all very, very much, and we love you. Thank you.